Hey, what's good? It's Roknin, and I am back once again recording another Roknin versus online. It's taken forever because I have been fighting off a very bad cold ever since I got back from UFGT and got back to Michigan. I've been fighting it off, and it's been pretty abysmal. For the longest time, I could not talk at all without like coughing or something. Right now, I'm actually able to talk a little bit more. I'm just getting cough drops and everything together, so I can like try and continue the commentary. I'll talk a little bit more about UFGT, but right now, I'm going to get into this match here with, I believe this is with Nostalgic playing his Sagat Bob team, which isn't, I don't think it's his main team right now, but it's a pretty strong team. Arcade in the Box, Chester, can I play? I had to play against his version of that team as well. Wait, no, he play Sagat, or he play Bob Paul. I can't recall, but either way, Nostalgia's playing this team, so we'll get into it. And while that's going on, I'll talk about UFGT. Pretty much, the tournament itself, overall, to me anyway, seemed pretty good. Had a pretty good turnout, and it was good to meet everybody that I ran into there. I mean, I met everybody from, I met Lord William in person. That was awesome. Aside from the matches, I'll get there in a minute. Met Alex Valle again. I met Tampa Bison. I met Sim Final Boss. I met Jesus. I met Matt Mikey. I met Comatose. I met Vega Dreamcast. There was a ton of, I'm not gonna get to all of them. I met a ton of people there, so it was great to see you guys and hang out and play across the little bit I was there. Unfortunately, because of my situation, I had to leave pretty early. I couldn't stay longer than like Saturday afternoon, so that sucked really badly. But it was still fun, very enjoyable, and it was great to meet everybody there. So that was the good part, you know. I didn't get as many matches as I wanted to, but now the bad parts. Pretty much, I got there and laid a big, fat, stinky, ugly ass goose egg. In everything. I went 0-2 in tournament aside from the two players that dropped, so I didn't even play them. I just got 2 buys. So yeah, I don't count those. I went 0-2 in tournament. I lost my match against Seth LOL, which I'm not necessarily surprised. I don't want to say like I expected it, but I wasn't surprised because I've not played him before at all. This is my first time playing him, and I mean he's top player. You know, he's obviously extremely good. And it's very, very awkward trying to face him for the first time ever when you're facing that team, particularly Kuma with his weird hitboxes. And just sets most of the game. Then I also lost to Bootleg Winner and Losers, and nothing against him. Nice guy, solid player. I felt like a lot of that was just more on me and my mentality during the match, and I just was not there. I wasn't. There was stuff I was doing or not doing that just really shocked me. So, but yeah, I lost tournament, so that was already bad enough. But then the next day, on Saturday morning after top 8, which was pretty awesome, aside from it being shortened, of course, but it was still good. And shout out to Keith putting on a tournament. It was pretty awesome. Then I played Lord William in our first to 10 with the, if you see my Twitter icon, you've seen it as a My Little Pony right now. I'm not a fan of that. I didn't do that on purpose. That was from me losing a match, or losing the first to 10. So I lost 0 to 10. The last time I had a first to 10 with him, I lost 2 to 10. So I actually did worse in person. Which I didn't expect the results to change much in person. I just expected to be more solid in person. But I wasn't using it like, oh well, Lil William is like, he's gonna be garbage or something in person. He's just online doing it. I just don't like playing online. But yeah, it really just, it went worse than I expected. I won 1 round, which should never ever happen in anything. I won 1 round. So that was a fun experience. And yeah, it was just, so I had really a lot of stuff I really need to sit down and kind of figure out. And I went all around everything. Man, it's my character choices. Man, it's my it's my mentality. I don't know. It's his mentality. It's the sky is green today. It's a black moon outside. I don't know. I just went through everything I could think of that was like wrong, and I tried to restart everything from scratch. And I'm just like the worst player in the world, and I suck ass, and I shouldn't be playing this game. I went through all of it for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I was just in a very bad place. And then eventually, I kind of sat down and said, okay, you know what? That's not the case. That's not what's going on. So I need to kind of compartmentalize and say, okay, you know what? I need to just really think of the smaller things. I'm going way too big on it and trying to just like overanalyze my problems. So one thing, if you probably see these matches coming up, I think I'm doing them by here. One thing that both Darkfire and Windoffer, Angel both suggested to me when looking at my jury play, they've been suggesting to me since before UFGT, is that I'm just going in too much. I'm not zoning nearly enough. Since zoning in this game is her strength, as opposed to her rushing down. So I need to really enter that in my game, and as you can see in this match, I'm really starting to do that a little bit more. It's not fully there yet. There's some matches that are coming later on that you will see like, oh, it really is trying to zone. So yeah, that was something I really need to adjust. And then I was gonna drop jury again. I was gonna just like drop everybody and just play Cammy Nina or something goofy like that, or Elena Nina. You know, I was under the impression I needed to just start from scratch. You know, but really what it came down to was just rethinking how I play and really starting to understand the concept of a strong ground game and not, you know, not killing my own damage. It does not, you know, remove my own opportunities during a match. So I've really been sitting down and thinking about that, playing more matches with the Cammy Jury team and the Cammy Elena team. And as it turns out, you know, honestly, I think my jury is okay. I think there's a few things I need to adjust, a few combos I gotta adjust. It's not as dire as I thought it was. Anybody see my stuff on Twitter knows that I pretty much like dropped jury if I shoot the worst thing ever at that point. But it's more or less just my mentality when I play. It's almost all mental problems when I play. I really mentally beat myself up a lot more than my opponent does. Or I question my own judgment before anything else. Not saying I'm always right. That's very not true. But, you know, I really just sit down and just calm down. I need to learn how to be calm during the match, how to just relax. And that's something I've never been good at. That's why I lose a lot of first to tens or like money matches and stuff, because I just get so anxious. You know, I need to really like sit down and calm down and just relax and just play the game. But it's very hard. I don't know. It's very hard for me. I've always been that person that's just like really anxious. I don't want to mess up or make a mistake. And it's just something I've always fought against. It's why I have trouble doing certain combos now. That's like I don't want to do whatever's the safest for me to do without like messing up, which is a bad mentality to have. So I'm gonna have to really work on that if we're gonna improve, because the status of this game and, you know, whatever the case may be, it's not just for this game. It's gonna be when I start playing Smash, which I plan to play like full force going into Smash when it comes out. It's gonna carry over the same way. I have to play a lot more loose, a lot more relaxed, and not trying to, you know, force things and trying to just like play. And a lot of my time I'm playing not to lose rather than playing to win. And by that I mean I'm being a lot less active and being more, you know, just scared, playing afraid to make a mistake, which you don't really want to do. So anyway, because I'm not even analyzing the match right now, I'm still talking about that stuff. Still a lot more work I gotta do. Still a lot more, you know, playing the stronger players as much as I can, which is what I try to do. Try and play whoever's on or whoever, you know, is up for the fights. And at this point, I'm willing to like deal with whatever connection problems, issues I hate, but you know, I will deal with it. It means I get a good match if I can get some more experience out of it. You know, me and Nostalgic are right now trying to get the online tournament series going back up. This time there will be an entry fee for, you know, for everybody that enters, but you also will get a payout. So that's what we're hoping to get some more interest in that. That way, there's more incentive to play. And I'm going to be in that for sure because I need the incentive to play. I don't need an incentive to necessarily get better. I need the incentive to just learn how to stay calm when something's on the line. That match, actually, at the end, I stayed calm there. And I played to win in the sense that I didn't do anything extra. I didn't do anything like, oh man, I don't want to lose this match. I don't want to make any mistakes. So let me try and hit him now before he does something, because I can't block. I trusted that I could block all the stuff he was doing. I actually trusted myself, saying I could block whatever he's going to come at me with. I know he's going to do. And I blocked it all, and I won that match. So, as you can tell, UFGT was extremely, like, I'm a pretty humble person, but at the same time, there are certain things I get kind of arrogant about that I don't speak on. And I think, despite being outwardly humble, I went into UFGT thinking I was better than I was. Not saying I'm a horrible player, but I'm not a good player, and I need to get to that level. So I'm still practicing and working on that. And I think UFGT really, really humbled me in that sense.
You dare disappoint me?
And just made me realize like there's a lot more work to be done. Like I didn't think I was like out of that zone anyway, but it's kind of brought me back down to earth. Cause I've been doing pretty good for the last few months, like with Ram Bass and local stuff like that. When that was going on, I've been steadily improving, but I kind of realize now with that tournament, nah, fucking got a long way to go. So, but it's not as dire as I thought. It's not hopeless. It's just things I gotta really work on. There actually got a trip guard. I gotta use that more often because I get trip guarded all the time and I don't recognize that I can do the same thing when people try to cross me up. You do that more often. So I'm definitely trying to learn to be more patient with my jury play. I think that's supposed to be a combo or something. I'm not sure. No, I could have tagged him because it's not a hard knockdown. Right now I'm trying to keep myself balanced here against Shadow's pressure. I'm trying to poke back with Cammy just to make sure I keep him aware that I will press buttons. There, I'm surprised. That was unsafe and I did not get punished for it. But then I got punished for something else. He jumped in and I didn't do anything about it. I cannot let people jump in. I really gotta. I don't know what happened because I had the same problem with UFGT actually. I wasn't anti-airing, and I've been noticing that. I actually been noticing that online since before UFGT, but I thought I was starting to get a grip on it again. But I wasn't anti-airing enough at all, actually. Especially at UFGT. I think I could count how many DPs I actually hit. Probably like 3 the entire time I was at UFGT. I'm really definitely want to put out more of a commentary video sometime soon because it's just been forever, man. I've not done commentary in so long. It's just like, ugh, why is this a thing? But here I get the DP and I play lane because I don't want to lose. I had a couple of seconds left anyway, so I'm starting to get better. I'm trying to get better at and starting to get better at like just staying on the ground and only jumping when I absolutely can see that okay, I have them thinking of the ground game. But it's still taking me a lot of work, and you'll probably see it in this match and the next match after, and the next match after it. There's still some moments where I just don't follow my own advice, so I just kind of break out of that moment, that mindset. And I'll still try and, do jump, like kick, cross up or whatever, rather than just doing basic ground pressure. There I should have stopped, though, because I knew she had the bar, and I just still pressed anyway. That, of course, as we all know, input mistake. That's supposed to be DP tag. Which wouldn't have been good anyway on Wake Up, because he actually blocked that anyway, so he was already looking for that. So, but I went for DP tag because I wanted to stop Nina from doing her overhead, any of her wake up shenanigans, which can be hard to predict. Sometimes you just have to throw it out there and see if you guess right, which is the problem with playing against Nina. Then I dropped that combo. That would have killed me if I would have got that, and that sucks. Got 2 power jumps on, I'm gonna lose one. But here I think I'll just go ahead and again I'm playing a safer game with Jury, just backing off, throwing out projectiles, putting out pokes, and just trying to just keep him generally away from me rather than like trying to go all insane and go in with pressure, which is not Jury's strong suit. She can do it though. She can do it. It's very possible. It's just that you have to be very, very careful when you do it, and you have to kind of notice that you have that setup. Like, okay, they're not responding to anything I do right now, so I can continue to do pressure. It's just that right now her overhead being -2, and a lot of her other tools just not being that great. So she doesn't have anything that's really positive as far as on block. So I have to remember that when I play her and I try and like do any kind of pressure, like just kind of back off from time to time, like, okay, you know what, it's time to zone, they gotta come to me. Alright, so what is the next match we have up? This is gonna be a longer video than usual because I'm trying to fit as many matches in here as I can since I haven't done this in so long. I figure it'd be best to give you guys as many matches as possible in this one video. The next one won't be as long, but it still will be quite a few matches. I've got tons of backstock of matches, so no shortage of matches to come. And I still play pretty much every day. I have started playing Ultra. There'll probably be an Ultra vid at the same time this goes out. But it's not to the point where I'm like, I'm not, I like Ultra and I've always liked Street Fighter 4, but I much prefer Cross. I much prefer Cross Tekken, and I'm still gonna be playing it till the cows come home, man. I'm still really enjoying the game and still really put time into it. So any tournaments and things like that that are up, I really want to keep supporting it and keep trying to get it out there. Here I'm making the mistake of going back to Marduk. Nah, not really. I'm just having fun at this point. I'm really trying to remember to just have more fun. So even if I do play other characters, there's nothing wrong with that. I just have to remember to put in the practice with my main team as well, and not just play around so much that I lose track of what my main characters are doing, which is of course Cammy, Elena, Jury. My main team, I switched it back to Cammy, Jury, but Cammy, Elena is still very much a team that I use and practice and work with. The other thing I gotta work on is getting Cammy's max damage. I still can't do the CADC combo, and I probably won't focus on that, but Joaquin Green hooked me up. Shouts to him. And I mean, I'm not sure if anybody else was privy to it, but I think everybody wanted me to do the CADC combo, and I'm just not. I'm sorry, guys. The CADC combo is just not something I'm comfortable doing in a match, and I know that sucks to hear. I can do Ravens. I can do a couple of other characters I can't think of them right now, though. But for some reason, Cammy's is just really obtuse to me. I just don't. It feels really weird, and I just can't seem to get it down. But there's an alternative that does slightly less damage that I can do, which is a stand jab, close standing roundhouse, jump cancel into jump fierce punch, in with a roundhouse DP or roundhouse spike. So I can do that one. Actually, not too bad at all. Just got to practice it more. And I actually got to get my mindset of when I see a launcher hit it. So I will say for the next few videos or next few sets of matches, you probably won't see it just yet, because even with this video, I think some of these matches are probably a few weeks old. So a lot of stuff that I've been like practicing on and working on, like this is probably like right after UFGT. So there's probably not a lot of stuff that's changed, but you'll probably see the next few, or the next ones after these. So here I believe I do get the timeout because I have quite a bit of life and he would have to do a lot of work to kill me. So I just lamed it out. Stay lame. I can do that. So I'm not sure how I start this round off. I'm just trying to stay out of the jury's comfortable range, and like at a range where if she wants to, I jumped there, I shouldn't have. When she wants to zone, she's got to really work for it. I don't have to, put myself at risk against her pokes and her fireballs. Because as much as I say, Jury's not that good at rush down, she is still a very good footsie and zoning character. Zoning is definitely her specialty in this game, and I really should have recognized it. I mean, I knew that. I've preached it before. I don't know why I stopped zoning. I think I just got in my head that I want to rush down more. But she can definitely still play that game of like, she can definitely play that game of just staying back, chipping, and then just make you make a mistake and then punish you for one of her longer reaching elements. They may not be safe, but they have good hitboxes. A lot of them have good hitboxes. So that's the thing to be careful of. And for me, the thing I have to use when I use Jury. In this match, I'm letting Nina take over. I'm trying not to. I want to punish her for that. But if I get her in this Marduk Oki, it might be over. It might be over. It might be. I'll let her out. I'll let her out. And I didn't. I should have anti-air right there, but I didn't do it, and then he got a combo. That happened. Pathetic. Whatever. No. So yeah, he was able to turn it back around there. That sucks. Alright, so now we're just dealing with him throwing fireballs at Cammy, and I'm still just trying to eat my way in when I'm having to jump. I'm trying my best not to jump because I know he has his anti-airs on point. I will if I see an opening where it looks like he's not paying attention to the ground game, but I'm really trying to just walk him down to the corner. I finally did jump there. I'm just trying to slowly walk him down. I'm trying to get better at walking people down, like just walking and blocking, which is very hard to do online. Offline is easy as pie. Online, it is like nearly impossible because of, it being online. There's lag involved. So I'm trying to just get to a point where I can actually just walk him down to the corner. Just stay there, get him into a bad Oki situation, but I'm pretty sure he gets out in a second here. I think I let him start walking his way back out of the corner, which is pretty impressive. I'm still just kind of checking after he does stuff, especially if he does overhead. Overhead he's -2, so whenever I press, as long as it's not like 4 or 5 startup, I should be okay. It's -2, that means I do 3 frame normal. 4 frame normal. Yeah. She doesn't have 3 frame normal. Fast she can do is 6. 7. Yeah. So, as long as I don't go crazy with something. And here I was doing okay. I had Dream about to go down, but now I let him cross assault. And I think this is where I lose. I'm pretty sure this is where I lose, actually. Yep. He gets his Oki. I blocked that. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm no problem. I can get him out. But then he anti-airs me. I'm like, oh, crap. Then he gets a combo, and I'm dead. Then he got another jump in. Now I'm dead, actually. I take it back. I wasn't dead the first time. Now I'm for sure dead. I let Nina get a lot of control of that match, and I shouldn't have. That's what wrong there. So, yeah. I am seeing improvement from my UFGT play. I seem to be playing more akin to where I was playing when I was at the Ranbats in these sets of matches. So that's a good sign. And for the matches I played recently, I actually have been doing a lot of endless rules. I've been doing okay in them. I'm doing all right. So I feel like I have improved since that horrible performance, but I have a long way to go to get to like a point where I'm really consistent. So I'll be doing a lot more of these along with Street Fighter 4 vids because I'm going to vary my fighting games and Smash vids when that comes out. So hopefully, you can learn something as well as I do, and hopefully I'll be impressive. Maybe. Later.